We caught up with Carlos Saavedra of East Boston, a leader of the student immigration movement who was honored with the new Bostonian Youth Award.
The Mayor's Office of New Bostonian bestowed the award at the 2006 We Are Boston celebration held on October 10th.
What I think is pretty good that the new Bostonian's office is actually recognizing the youth work, and the activism the youth are doing, because there's a lot that is going on and sometimes they don't recognize it. My parents brought me from Peru around 8 years ago when I was very little, and they brought me here with the hope of a better future and a better education, the ones they already had, because my mom is an accountant and my dad it's a soccer player and soccer trainer and so on. So they really did have a great future back then, but since our country's economy is so messed up, even with a college degree you cannot do anything. So they brought me here. I went to East Boston High School, I graduated, and now what I'm doing is helping other students go to college. So how I got involved with the Mayor Coalition was that back 4 years ago within state tuition campaign, when it was beginning to grow, the campaign actually started in my school with a couple of group of youth. The name was Goals, and that's how I got involved, with my friends. It kept evolving. We're here now. Now with the Mayor Coalition, we have a group that is called the Student Immigrant Movement, and the group is a group of youth from all over the state. And what we do is we fight for immigration reform and for student rights. So then we have the state tuition bill, which would allow those undocumented immigrant students to go to school, to actually pay the same rates as residents or citizens of the Commonwealth. And in the federal level, we support the DREAM Act, which that will make our students legalize, become documented, and get their permanent green card and so on. And actually the whole immigration reform, the Kennedy and McCain bill. And what's happening is the bill needs to be reintroduced again. But what has happened is one of the key factors was the governor's election. So we have a governor that is pro-immigrant that supports the state tuition bill. So it's going to be easier to pass it than the 4 years back when we had Romney, which was totally anti-immigrant and anti-state tuition bill. If the bill gets to pass, which we hope and we want, there's the Board of Higher Education needs to implement it, right? So our organization has to watch that carefully, that all the schools implement it. So it's not only about passing the law, but it's continuing to work with the schools and say, like, we have the law, because a lot of schools are not going to know about it. It's taken us a lot of years. My hair is longer, my beard is growing. I'm becoming old, and like a lot of students are. So I really want appreciation. I don't want only the people that are marching on May, yeah, we need immigration reform. You need to remember why we need immigration reform and where you're coming from, first of all. So that's what I want for the future.